Yes, today we are going to calculate the assessable value. So I have taken a problem. So the problem is, from the following particulars, determine the assessable value of the imported equipment, assuming that goods are imported on 29 to 2019. Your previous year is 1819. They have given the information of FOB cost of the equipment. In order to calculate the assessable value, first we have to consider the FOB cost of the equipment. Here, some of the values is given in the exporter currency. In the exporter currency, here the goods is imported from Japan. That is why they have given you the cost of FOB is 5 lakh yen. So as you know that in order to calculate the assessable value, certain expenses should be added to the FOB cost. In the previous video, I have explained you what are the inclusions. Inclusions means it should be added to the FOB cost. So what are those? Like selling expenses, cost of container, then cost of packing materials or labor charges of the packing, then any equipment supplied by the importer at reduced cost or free of cost to the exporter to be part of the goods imported, or any development work charges paid outside India. Outside India, it should be considered. Apart from that, cost of insurance and the cost of freight should be added in order to arrive the assessable value. Now let us see what are the expenses given to be added to the FOB cost. Freight charges is given in Japanese yen. So before that, I want to explain that exchange rate. Exchange rate is given. RBI rate is 1 yen equals 45 paisa and CBEC rate is given 0.5, that is 50 paisa. Here in some of the problems they will give you the exchange rate more than one rate. So if they given more than one rate, you have to consider only the rate of CBEC. Exchange rate of CBEC, that is Central Board of Excise and Customs. If they have given you only one rate, you have to consider the same. So here you have to convert this exporter currency into Indian currency because the custom duty is payable in Indian currency. So what should be added? Freight charges, it should be added. Charges of development connected to equipment paid in India should not be added because it is paid in India. If it is paid outside India, then it should be added. Insurance charges paid in India for transportation from Japan, but it is in Indian currency, it is also should be added. Commission payable to agent in India, it is a selling commission, it should also be added. This is about the problem. Now come to the solution. Here is the solution. First, I took it, the FOB value of the equipment. Here I made two columns. One is exporter country currency, that is Japanese yen, and another one is Indian currency. Here I have written it. What is the exchange rate? 1 yen is equal to 50 paisa. FOB equipment value is 5 lakhs. If it is converted into Indian currency, that is 5 lakhs into 0.5, it is 2,50,000. Then for this you have to add freight charges. That is freight charges is 50,000. It is also converted into Indian currency, that is 25,000. Then insurance charges, they have given you Indian currency, that is why I have taken it in the last column. If it is not given the insurance charges, you have to consider 1.125%. I explained it. It's a compulsory in all the problem. If it is they given, you have to consider the same. Then selling commission. So they have given you Indian currency. So I have taken it in the Indian currency column. If you add all those things, you will get 3,55,000. This is called CIF value. CIF means cost of insurance and freight. For this, add 1% of CIF as landing charges. We will call it as a landing charges, handling charges, loading or unloading charges. This was there in the previous assessment years, preceding previous assessment years. Now it is not there. So that is why I write it as any, not applicable. So sometimes they may given in the problem, that is handling charges or landing charges they have given you, but it should not be considered, it should be ignored. The CIF value itself is the assessable value. Thank you.